So AI, Aldelo and AI are really tight. We started doing a lot of stuff. 2 years ago, we started with facial recognition, and we've improved upon that as well. We've also then added AI menu item completion and AI tip adjust. And a couple of months back, we added the AI menu build. Now, this is where we take and really read a menu. The Aldelo Express iPad will read the menu and then create the database from that. Even if you have a multiple page menu, it will read multiple pages of that menu. It builds the groups to mean items, and it will build on the Express Wizard that's already in the app. So you start with the wizard and you're going to build the basic store information of what type of store it is, name, address, phone number, website, just the basic information. You're going to then pick the type of store it is, whether it's fine, table service, quick service, bar, whatever that is. You're going to pick that type of restaurant, which is all it's doing is checking the flags in the back office. It's turning things on and turning things off based upon what selections you make. Then it's going to build the menu from that. Now, what we've seen is about a 75% reduction in the time it takes to build a menu. So it is a pretty significant change or savings in time with regard to that. We do know there's some known limits, and modifiers have to be entered as usual. Images are not scanned as far as from the menu. You can add images to each item in the process, but the images are not drawn in from the menu itself. There's no matrix, and therefore there's no pizza as far as this goes. And then the customization is still needed. We understand you'll have to finish the menu and do some customizations, but the vast majority of the work is done for you by the AI. It is also still only iPad only. So when you start with the wizard, you're going to do as normal with the onboard wizard. If you haven't tried that, you really need to. It's a very intuitive way of building a menu. It is unlike anything I've ever seen or used before in any other program. Very intelligent, very good questions, very good setup, if you will, of the initial setup of the system. When you're ready to enter the menu, you're going to take and you're going to select AI menu builder, and then it's going to scan the menu. It's going to read over it. It can read multiple pages, so you can have a multiple page menu and just keep scanning and reading the next page and the next page and the next page. You can reread if necessary, meaning if you didn't get a good scan or a good read the first time, you can redo it and reread that same menu. It'll then set it up. You want to confirm that what your items are correctly in the right column, whether it's a menu group or a menu item, a price, or an item description. Just know that if they're not exactly perfect, you can make those corrections. So you want to confirm each item before proceeding, because once you confirm this, it's then going to build from what you have here. So you do see here, you can upload pictures at this point. So you do have the option in this portion of the program to change the tag status, add item pictures, change the modifier, or sorry, change the description, and a few other things. So you just confirm everything before you move on. Once you're done and you hit build store now, it then builds the store. And it takes just a very few seconds to do this. Very fast, very easy, very thorough, and it will save a lot of time. So what's next? So we've done some software updates since the release. We've improved the ability to read the menus. So we've got some improvements with regard to the AI scanning and reading capabilities of menu. It can now take a picture using a PDF. It doesn't have to be from the actual menu. You can do this through Word docs, pages. You can scan different PDFs. We even had one referral partner who took a menu that was sent to him via text on his phone, and he opened it up opened up the menu on his phone and scanned in the phone or scanned in the menu from the phone. He simply placed the phone in front of the camera, and then it took the picture and scanned it from the phone. So what's next? You can use this for price updates. So what you can have now is a new menu with new prices. Scan the new menu and it will then just change the prices. You can also enter in new items this way, in that you have the ability to enter and create new items to an existing menu by simply having the system read the new items. So if you have new items on the menu, you've added those new items, scan and read the new menu, and it will pick up what items are new and add those items as well. Something we're going to do for you live today is that we're actually going to have the system create menus that are seasonal in nature. So we do have the ability to add multiple menus during the year. A lot of restaurants change their menu for fall versus spring, summer, different menus for different times of the year. This system now will allow that restaurant to create that new menu, scan it in, and it will create the database and add to the existing database. You can add such as a lunch, and something we're going to do today for you is we're going to add a Mother's Day menu. When restaurants create a temporary or a short-term menu, a lot of times what they'll do is they'll create an insert, something like this. They'll type it out on a Word doc. They'll just create a little short insert that can be handed out that one day only. Well, you can take that insert or that one day only menu and have the Aldelo Express AI feature read that menu and add the items as you see here. Well, let's take this one step further to show just how creative and how really different this AI feature is. We could actually take something like this. This is my grandkids' crayons. The black one is the menu group, and the red are the new items that we're going to enter into the system. Yes, the system is strong enough to read handwritten adjustments to the menu. So I'm going to stop here and pause. Do you have any questions before I proceed?
Nothing in the chat, Jerry.
Okay.
Okay, so before we start here, I'm actually going to show you the documents that we are going to scan. So one is a printed out menu. So you'll see the Mother's Day menu here. And the other menu that we are going to scan will be hand-drawn. So we're going to scan this as well. So you're going to see that we can scan a printed menu as well as a handwritten menu. And we're going to go ahead and move over to my device here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get logged in here. And I'm just going to show you real quick the menu. So right now we have our favorites and snacks group. So that's the extent of the menu at this time. I'm going to go ahead and exit, log back in. Now we're going to go into the miscellaneous. I'm going to swipe up on the green menu here and then open up the menu builder. And we're going to scan the menu here. So I'm going to take the picture, keep the scan, and hit save. So you'll see the picture is loaded there. I'm going to go ahead and tap on Build Menu. And it's going to extract the data and organize it. So you'll see that the menu items pulled up. You'll also see that it did pull up Mother's Day menu. However, we can make edits there. So we're going to go ahead and confirm the page and then organize menu contents. All right, so we obviously don't need the Mother's Day menu here. It didn't assign any items to it. We'll go ahead and delete the group and then confirm the rest of the menu here. So with our desserts, we have that cheesecake with fruit, and you verify the pricing in the description. Same with entrees. You can verify and then tap on Build Menu. However, we're not going to build the menu off of the printed scan here. Off of the printed menu, I'm going to go ahead and discard this. I'm going to delete current page, then delete, and then we're going to actually scan or take a picture of the handwritten menu. And we'll keep it, and then we'll save. So from here, we'll click on Build Menu. It's going to, again, extract the data. And you'll see off the bat that the chicken Alfredo, it actually put a space because it was handwritten. It didn't read it perfectly, but we can make changes to that. So what we're going to do first is confirm the current page and then organize menu contents. So we'll go ahead and verify the cheesecake here. If we wanted to put a description after the fact, we can. The written menu didn't have a description, so it didn't populate that, or it didn't extract that. And we go into our entrees, and you'll see that it did, because there was a space on the chicken Alfredo there. We can still fix that by changing the name here and make those changes there. So once we verify all the items there, we can go ahead and build the menu. Okay, so the menu builder is completed. Now I can go back into the menu, and you'll see it does have the dessert and the entree added in. If I wanted to add pictures, I could have added them in on the menu build. And if I want to reorganize, I can move the groups as needed. So now you have your updated menu. All right, Jerry, I'll go ahead and hand it back to you.
So why does this matter? What does the AI menu build do for you and for your restaurant customer? First thing, it's going to aid in price changes. This makes the price changes a lot easier to do. You can, you can actually do it from a handwritten menu or handwritten piece of paper. It does not have to be typed out, even though it does read it better. If it is typed, it really does not matter. It will work off a handwritten, even with crayon. This is going to help greatly with cash discount. One of the objections restaurants have is the problem of, do I have to update my entire menu? Well, yeah, you have to update the pricing for cash discount, but this makes it so much easier to do. Also, just cost increases. There's always a cost increase in doing business, especially in a restaurant. Prices for their products and their raw ingredients are going up all the time. They need to adjust their menus accordingly. This makes it so much easier. And then when you combine this with our QR code menus and the ability to do digital menus, it makes price increases and keeping the restaurant's pricing current so much easier to do. And what that's going to then allow is for that restaurant to stay more profitable, because it does help them cost the menu. That is, look at the cost of the ingredients and cost of to produce that item. That's then compare that to the menu price. That's called costing the menu. And it helps them keep the cost in line or keep the profits in line by making sure that they're selling the food for the right amount of profit involved. This just encourages better pricing overall. This makes a huge difference for the restaurant. One of the reasons they don't change the prices very often is the difficulty in changing in the database and the printed menus. Combine this with the digital menus, and we've eliminated those issues and eliminated the problems. So why does it matter for you? Because it's an easy income producer for you. And how is that? Well, have the restaurant take a picture of their prices, of their menus, take a picture of the items they're wanting to change, and send that to you. Then you make the changes to the database and you send them an invoice. It's easy money. As you just saw, it didn't take Rodney very long at all to change the price or add a Mother's Day menu. It's a matter of a few minutes at most. And then that allows you to have an invoiceable or chargeable amount that goes to the restaurant for helping them out. So what question do you have? What do you have as far as this feature goes? All right, guys, this is a good feature. This is one that is going to be continued to be expanded upon. It is something you should embrace. It is a absolute game changer with regard to other systems who do not have this ability that cannot do this feature. This now allows you as a salesperson or installer to then take your menu and do it right there. Add their menu and create a database for them. This is a really simple thing. If you haven't tried it, tell you what I'm going to do. After we're done here and I do the video, in this week's video, I'm going to send with that video the Mother's Day typed out menu and the Mother's Day handwritten menu and let you try it out and see for yourself how easy this is and how important it is to you and to your customer.